Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is Navin, and today we will be doing Quant Marathon for SNAP. So, sorry to keep you guys waiting for 5 minutes or so. Looks like you guys were discussing something. Okay, so SNAP 2 was a little bit lengthy, right? So time consuming. Okay, chalo. So let's look at the questions and solve them, practice, right? Revision. In the meantime, please remember that when it comes to SNAP, the level of difficulty of SNAP is 1 and 2, as in it is easy and easy moderate. So this is the level of quant. Okay? So if you guys are referring the books, any book, there in the exercises there will be 3 modes of difficulty, right? Level 1, level 2, level 3, or maybe easy, moderate, and difficult. You shouldn't touch difficult ones. Don't waste your time. You will not be given questions from there. And even if there is a question, the moment you realize it's a difficult one or it's a concept that requires some lengthy solutions, leave it. Let it go. Okay. So yeah, hi Divya. Hi Divyasri. So shall we begin? Okay. So in a diagram, there are some vertical lines and some horizontal lines. How many vertical, how many horizontals? Don't know. The vertical and horizontal lines are in the ratio 4:5. And the distance between any two successive vertical lines is same as that between any two successive horizontal lines. If the total number of lines is 18, then find the ratio of the area of the smallest and largest squares formed by those lines. Okay. There was quite a time constraint in slot, especially in Quant. We have to make a few guesses, definitely not on the easiest side. Ravija, maybe you, if you're talking about SNAP, then maybe you chose, the wrong questions, as in the questions that had lengthy solutions first, maybe. Hardly scoring 13 SNAP marks. Prakshi, so Prakshi, is it about only Quant or is it overall are you talking about? Okay, so the total number of lines is 18 and the number of vertical lines and horizontal lines, they're in the ratio 4:5. So can we say the total number of vertical lines will be 8 and total number of horizontal lines will be 10. So that they're in the ratio 4:5 and the sum of total number of lines is 18, right? So we have to find the ratio of the area of the smallest and the largest squares formed by those lines. So what kind of figure are we going to get? So rather than drawing, can we say that they're asking about squares, right? So when you're going to have vertical lines and horizontal lines, suppose if I simply put 4 horizontal lines and suppose if I put, एक काम करते हैं 4 और 5 ले ही लेते हैं, टेंशन ही खत्म. Okay, so can I say that this is the smallest square that we are going to have, right? And if you talk about the largest square, so can we say the largest square is going to have a dimension of, since there are 8, so if there are 10 horizontal lines, so it's 9 units in length. And if there are 8 vertical lines, so it's going to be of 7 units in length. So 7 unit का एक square बनेगा, as in a square with a side of 7. That will be the largest square you're going to have. And this is the square with the smallest area. So if the sides are in the ratio 1:7 for the two squares, their areas will be in the ratio which one? No, Varun. Almost the same. So what will be the ratio of the areas if the sides are in the ratio 1:7? So if the sides are in the ratio 1:7, the area will be in the ratio 1:49. So you have to be careful that if there are 8 lines, you are going to get 7 segments, or the length will be 7. प्रत्यक्ष, इधर को कितना वर्टिकल लाइन ड्रॉ करा? How many vertical lines do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertical lines. What is the length from one end to the other end? 3. अगर आप 2 लाइन ड्रॉ करोगे तो 1 यूनिट लेंथ बनेगा. If you are going to draw 3 lines, you will get 2 unit length. So if you draw 7 vertical lines, you will have a total of 7 units. Similarly, if you draw 10 lines, you will have a total of 9 unit length. Since we need a square, we can't have a 9 by 9 ka square because we don't have those many vertical lines. But we can definitely have a 7 by 7 ka square. So it's going to be quicker if you don't draw the entire figure, but we can understand that the largest square you can have is 7 segment by 7 segment. Right, Pratyaksh. So D is our answer. Okay. Next question. A park in a society is designed in such a way that a square field is attached with 2 semicircles on one pair of opposite sides, whose diameter is equal to the side of the square. If the area of the entire square field is 324 square units, what is the area of the park in square units? So we have a square field that is attached with 2 semicircles on one pair of opposite sides. Right? The diameter of this circle is same as this side of this square. So if the area of the entire square field is 324 square units, what is the area of the park? So what will be the area of the park? Harsh, it is going to be almost the same. They are not going to see the more difference in the difficulty level they are going to bring, it will become difficult for them to scale, right? So it's not going to vary a lot. So ये बहुत ही मुश्किल है predict करना. Is it going to be tougher? Is it going to be easier? So just assume that if you have gone through slot 1 and slot 2 analysis, it's going to be almost the same. Average out उसी के बराबर हो. हर्ष कोई रिलेशन नहीं है. लास्ट ईयर क्या था, उसके प्रीवियस ईयर क्या था. I mean, you can have an idea as to which topics, questions may have higher chances of coming in the exam. But slot is going to be easier or difficult, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Look at CAT. Right? This year CAT third slot was the most difficult one. Previous years it has been slot 1 and slot 2. Okay, so if the area of the square is 324, what is the side of the square? So which number square is 324? 18. So this is 18 units. That means the diameter is also 18 units, right? So if we club these two semicircles, what will happen? We will get a circle. and we will get a square. That's what the park is made up of, a square and a circle. The square has the side 18 units, while the circle has the diameter 18 units, because that's how they were stuck. So what will be the area? So area will be 324. That is the area of the square. The area of the circle will also come in, right? So the radius is going to be 9. So the area is going to be pi into 9 square plus 18 square, right? 324 is what we have. So the maximum that we can take out is 9 square, which is 81. And you'll be left with pi plus 2 into 2, that is 4, right? Or you can straight away understand that 324 to hoga hi hoga, then you will have more than that. Definitely not more than 324 extra. 324 plus, a value little less than 324. So 324 or 324 se kam. This is the only option that we have, right? This is the only value which is less than 2 times of 324. Why will you have A, Abhishek? Okay. Next, a trader makes a profit equal to the selling price of 30 articles on selling 50 of the articles. What profit percentage did he make in the transaction? ना वो diameter Abhishek, radius तो 9 होगा ना. So a trader makes a profit equal to the selling price of 30 articles on selling 50 of the articles. What profit percentage did he make in the transaction? So this solution or the equation is right there in front of your eyes. It's there in the question itself. Your target is to find out SP divided by CP. And once you get that, you will get your profit percentage. So let's see how many of you can solve this. Aniket says Alpha, Abhishek says Charlie. What about others? Sai says Delta, Aniket says Charlie, Sachin says Alpha. बाकी लोग So what you have to do is you have to read the first statement very carefully and decode it. So the statement says a trader makes a profit equal to the selling price of 30 articles. Equal to selling price of 30 articles. But he is going to make a profit. How is he going to make a profit? When he sells 50 articles. So can I say that profit on 50 articles is equal to selling price of 30 articles? Tell me, can we say this from the first statement? ये होगा? होगा? Okay. Now what is profit? Profit is SP minus CP into 50 articles is equal to selling price of 30 articles. I'll take care of 0. I will rearrange SP and CP. So I will have 5 SP minus 3 SP, which is 2 times SP. And this is going to be 5 CP on the other side. So I will have SP by CP is equal to 5 by 2, which is 2.5, which gives me 150% profit. right? If the multiplying factor is 2.5, that means you will have a 150% profit. So delta is the answer, like most of you eventually answered, except for 2 or 3 of you. Chalo, good. नैना, इक्वल का मतलब क्या होता है मैथ्स में? इक्वल टू ऑफ. What do you mean by of? Multiplication. Now, it is given that profit is equal to selling price of 30 articles. But profit on what? See, if you are a shopkeeper, it's a common sense. It's not maths. It's not profit loss discount. If you're a shopkeeper, if you're going to get profit only when you sell things. So here it is given that he makes a profit. And what is that profit equal to? Selling price of 30 articles. But he makes profit when he sells 50 articles, no? So can I say the profit on those 50 articles is equal to selling price of 30 articles as per the question's language, not my language? So all I have done is I have written profit as SP minus CP. Of multiplication hota hai, or eventually we will get SP by CP. Or selling price is 5 rupees, cost price is 2 rupees. Or selling price is 500, cost price is 200. You can take whatever you would like to. You can make cost price as 100 and you will get selling price as 250. In either case, you will get profit percentage as 150%. Right? Okay. Next one. In how many ways can 5 balls be selected from a box containing 3 pink, 4 yellow, 1 white and 2 black balls such that at least 3 selected balls are of same color? Okay. In how many ways can this be done? What can I do to increase my score, scoring 30 out of 60? So Prakshi, you will have to make less of silly mistakes and you will have to increase your speed. You can only increase your speed in non-RC, LR and QA. So there are certain topic questions that generally come, and if you haven't practiced them enough, please practice so that you make sure that you attempt those and make them correct. For example, questions on logarithm, or questions on quadratic, or simple questions on PNC and probability. Okay, so revise these topics and get good at these 4 topics at least. Time and work, I believe you will be already good at, right? Okay, so that's all about quant, QA. If I talk about reasoning, so you should work more on, blood relations or directions, the kind of questions or kind of topics that you haven't prepared for CAT or IFT. But for SNAP, you will have to. So if you have written NMAT, then most of the LR you have covered, LR and AR, right? Okay, so far, not everyone has answered. Out of 5 balls, 3 balls have to be of the same color. At least 3 balls have to be of the same color. So of course, it's little time consuming because we will have to make cases. There is no formula, there is no shortcut for this, right? Because the number of different colored balls, they are not same, they are different numbers. Charlie? Okay. So let's see. First case. All the balls are of same color. Is it possible? There are 5 balls that you have to pick and all the 5 balls are of same color. So no such cases, right? Second possibility. 4 balls of the same color and 1 ball of different color. When you're going to have 4 balls of same color, you are going to have 4 yellow balls because that's the only color where we have 4 balls of that color. And the 5th ball can be anyone from pink, white or black. So pink, white and black. So can I say there are going to be 3 cases for this? 4 yellow and a pink, 4 yellow and a white, 4 yellow and a black. यही है बस. Okay. Third scenario, 3 balls of one color and then 2 balls of another color, or 3 balls of one color, 1 ball of another color, and the last ball of the third color. We do not have to check for 2 balls of the same color because it says at least 3, right? So when we have 3 balls of same color and the other 2 balls of different color, what are the possibilities? So can we say these 3 could be yellow, and these 2, that is 4th and 5th balls, they can be pink or black. So iske 2 cases. Okay, so I am erasing this part. I'll write it again later. Or we may have 3 pink colored balls, and 4th and 5th, these 2 balls will be either yellow in color or black in color, because white you cannot take, white is only 1 ball, right? White colored ball. So can we say we are going to have 2 cases further? Okay. Fourth scenario is 3 balls of one color and the next 2 balls are of different colors. So Y and Z. Okay. So 3 yellow, and can we say the remaining 2, since they are going to be of different colors, so if I have taken 3 yellow, then I am left with 3 other colored balls, right? So other colored balls, kitne possibilities hain? There are 3. Out of those 3, I am going to pick any 2 of them, right? So 3C2 as in it will mean 3 cases. We can have pink white, we can have pink black, we can have white black. These are the only 3 cases. So we are going to have 3 cases from there. Or we can have 3 pink and remaining 3C2. As in if I take 3 pink, then the remaining 2 balls could be of from yellow, white and black, these 3 colored balls, right? So this is going to be 3C2, which is 3 pink and 3C2, which is going to give us another 3 cases. Is it clear so far? Now, if you look at the total number of cases, we have very less number of cases, and if you look at the options, it's much more. So right now the total number of cases we have is 13, और options में बड़े-बड़े numbers हैं. What part did we not complete so far? क्या बच गया? Pranav, maximum 3 questions from PNC probability, max 3. Quick, what part is left? I'm waiting for the answer. Okay. Arrangement. The sequence in which the balls are picked, right? Why not direct select and arrange? Saurabh, go ahead, write down your approach. Select 5 balls and then arrange them. One-liner answer, right? If you're not going to make cases, so we need one-liner answer. Okay, if we have 4 balls which are yellow in color and the 5th one is going to be, pink or white or black. So how many cases can we have? So this Y can come at any one of these places, right? As in the pink, yellow, white or black could be the first ball or the second or the third or the fourth or the 5th. So can we say there are going to be 5 cases further for this, each of these cases? Right? Next wale ka. Saurabh, go ahead. Select and arrange. Tell me the answer. As in, write down the expression and the answer. Now, when we are going to have, in dono ke to same hi honge, right? So when we have 3 balls of the same color and the remaining 2 balls are of different colors, those 2 balls can go at any of the places, right? So वो किसी भी places पे जा सकते हैं. So they can go in the first and second or second and third, right? So if I put 3 yellow balls first and I leave empty spaces between them, so there are going to be 4 empty spaces, right? And out of those 4 empty spaces, I can pick any 2, and in each of those cases, I will get a combination of yellow and the other 3 yellow colored balls, and the other 2 either pink or black, or 3 pink colored balls and the other 2 yellow or black. So 4C2 is nothing but 6. So we'll have 6 cases further for each of these 4 cases, right? Okay. So we will have 15, we will have 24. Next, if we have 3 yellow and other 2 balls are of different colors, so we can have them into 4C2 ways. So we don't have to arrange. C2. Hmm. 36. First select from 3 pink and select other 2, and then second choose 3 pink and then select other 2. I believe, Saurabh, you have read this. It says at least 3 selected balls are of the same color. So you can have also 4 selected balls of the same color. That is also a possibility, the second case, right? Escape 15. So we'll have 6 into 6, 36. Are we missing on something? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 places. On those 4 places, if I select any 2 and put them, that will do. पर इसमें 2. I can't do 7C5 directly, no? When you take 7C5, you can have 2 pink, 1 yellow, 1 white, 1 black. Tell me, is this a permissible set of 5 balls that you can pick? So why are you guys saying 7C5? It should be in the table of 21. क्यों होना है? देखो 105 तो नहीं है. 7C5 is not the answer. 7C5 बोल रहे हो या कुछ और बोल रहे हो? I think it should be even larger than that. Vidit says 7C5. Hold on. One second, guys. We have 3 yellow and then I need one more and the other one. If I take the arrangement, I will anyways double, which is going to be 72. Right. Okay, looks like either there is an issue with the options. Fifth could be 3 possibilities, 3 cases that can go in 5 ways. Then we can have 3 yellow or 3 pink, because those many we have. Okay, Anjali, you are treating the balls as distinct. So if I put a black ball and a black ball beside it, are they different? Are they identical? As in, how many ways are there to select these 2 balls? Both are black in color. How many ways are there to select one ball out of these 2 balls? Is the answer 2 ways or is the answer 1? So the thing that, because I'm getting a different answer, so they have missed. I shouldn't write distinct here. Distinct should have been, यहाँ पे distinct होना चाहिए. Black different balls. So that the 3 pink balls, they are different. 4 yellow balls, they are different. Then only maybe one of the options will make sense. But when you deal with marbles, balls, balloons, they all are considered as identical, right? To make them distinct, we will have to specify an adjective, as in different balls or different colored balls, different sized balls. है ना? तो अगर 2 black balls है, उसमें से एक ball select करना है, I will not be writing 2C1. I'll be saying one way because they're identical. So what you have done is you have considered all the balls are distinct. So I understand, and one of the options match. मेरे को इसका language change करना पड़ेगा. I'll have to write 2 different balls. 3 pink, 4 yellow, 1 white and 2 black, different balls. All the balls are different, even of the same color. Then from those 4 yellow, when I pick 3 yellow, which 3 yellow I'm going to pick, it will matter. तो ये गड़बड़ हो जा रहा है. कोई नहीं, we'll come back to that question. Let me recheck if there is any word missing. Okay, looks like this next question is either average or time work. In a zoo, there are some lions and some tigers. A lion eats 50 kg of meat every day and a tiger eats 60 kg of meat every day. If the amount of meat the zoo needs to procure per day is 54 kg per animal and the average number of lions and tigers is 5, then find the number of lions. Okay, good. Average number of lions and tigers is 5. It's not total number of lions and tigers. What will be the answer for this? It's a question on allegation, right? Yes, Deepak, around that. Balaji, I agree. Your approach is same as that of Anjali. Okay. You have made the cases, Anjali has made the cases where she has written 3C3, you're not taking that 3C3. Completely agree. But then the problem is the marbles or the balls or the balloons that you take, they are taken as identical. So when you are writing 6C1, you are trying to say there are 6 different things. Out of those 6 different things, you are choosing one. You are selecting one. So you have 6 options. That's what 6C1 is. But I'm saying these balls, they are identical. Some of the balls are identical. The other balls are identical among themselves, but they are different because of the colors. So you don't have 6C1 ways to select. Getting my point? So there is some problem in the language. Otherwise, if you write down the cases, we are going to get 111, I think. Totally alright. C should be the answer. 50 and 60 ka average is given as 54. This is lion, this is tiger. So if I use the allegation, this is going to give me 4 tigers for every 6 lions. So 6. On an average, there are 5 lions and tigers. 6 plus 4 divided by 2. Pretty straightforward, simple. Remember, 9 to the power 60 is divided by 70. 9 to the power 60 is divided by 70. Alpha, delta. So there is confusion between 1 and -1. Okay. -1 will give you 16 as the answer. 1 is going to give you 1 as the answer, of course. So 9 to the power 1 when divided by 17 will give you a remainder of 9, or we can write -8. Either will do just fine. Okay. 9 square, that is 81, when divided by 17 will give you -4 as the remainder, because 17 into 5 is 85, but it's actually 81, so you have to go back 4. Okay. 9 cube when divided by 17 will give us 9 into -4 is -36, and 17 into 2 is 34, so we will have -2, right? Okay. Now the thing is, we can start from here or we can start from here. Why? Because -4 square is 16, and 16 when divided by 17 is -1. Or we can also take -2, because -2 raised to power 4 is also going to give us the same pattern, right? So we can start from either one of those two places. So let's start from here. Let's try this. So 9 square when divided by 17, the remainder is -4. So if I square it again, so I'll have to square it on the other side. So I'll get 9 to the power 4 when divided by 17, the remainder is 16, or we can also say that the remainder is -1. But I'm not given 9 to the power 4, I'm actually given 9 to the power 60. So what I will do is I'll give a power of 15 here, and I'm going to give a power of 15 here. Whatever power you're supposed to give on the dividend, same power should be applied to the remainder. So this is going to give us 9 to the power 60 when divided by 17 will give you a remainder -1 to the power 15, which is -1, which results in 16 as the answer. So not 1. If instead of this, had I chosen the second one, as in from -2, so since I know 9 cube when divided by 17 gives us the remainder as -2, so I need to go to 16, right? So 16 के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? I will have to give it a power 4 so that I get 16 on the other side. So this results in 9 to the power 12 when divided by 17 gives remainder as 16, or we can say remainder as -1. But now the thing is, we don't have 9 to the power 12 in the question, we have 9 to the power 60. So if I'm going to give a power 5 here so that it becomes 60, 12 into 5, we are supposed to do the same thing with the remainder. So in this case, we will have 9 to the power 60 when divided by 17 will give us remainder as -1 to the power 5, which is -1, which will bring us down to remainder 16. So really doesn't matter from where we start, we will eventually reach the same answer. We could have also applied Euler's torsion to bring down the power from 60 to some simpler one, but it won't bring in a positive effect, as in it will not make it easier. Calculation wise, it will remain same or it will be more. Co-prime factor formula. So चाहत आप Euler's torsion की बात कर रहे हो, है ना? हाँ बिल्कुल, चलो Euler's torsion यूज करके देखते हैं. So shall I erase this? ठीक है, मैं इसको erase कर रहा हूं. So 9 to the power 60 when divided by 17, what is the remainder? So using Euler's remainder theorem, people who has no idea about Euler's remainder theorem, you can completely ignore it. We can say that 9 to the power 16 when divided by 17 will give us a remainder 1. कोई problem किसी को? This is a done deal. Because 17 is prime, so usse ek kam should be the power. That's what the totient of a prime number is. P minus 1 if P is prime. Right? Chalo. If this has happened, so if I want to reach to 60, so 16 karke, can we reach 60? No. We can reach at most 48. So can we say 9 to the power 16 whole to the power 3 when divided by 17 will give us a remainder 1 cube. Either cube kara to either be cube, which will give us remainder as 1. So we have reached 9 to the power 48. पर मेरे को तो 60 जाने का है. So can we say that 9 to the power 12 is still left and that has to be divided by 17 to get the remainder? So whatever answer I am going to get from here is the same answer that we will put in the options, as in we'll see in the options. So मेरा question simplify हो गया. The power has reduced from 60 to 12, but it hasn't solved it instantly, right? So अब ये 12 का निकालना पड़ेगा. Now, in order to get the answer for 12, we will have to go through the process again, right? So we can say 9 square when divided by 17 will give us the remainder of -4. Going by the same logic, if we square on both the sides, we are going to get 9 to the power 4 when divided by 17 gives us a remainder of 16, or we can say remainder as -1. पर मेरे को 4 नहीं 12 जाने का. That means I will have to cube. Then only it's going to be 12 as the power. So when this happens, I will have 9 to the power 12 when divided by 17 will give me a remainder -1. -1 cube is -1, which is back to 16. So आप कुछ भी कर लो, नाक सीधी पकड़ो, घुमा के पकड़ो, पैरों से पकड़ो. रणविजय Z का, हाँ Z का होगा. Converted to 3 का power, convert it. In the power of 3, I think at 3 to the power 3 to the power मेरे को जाना ही पड़ेगा, right? We really can't escape that, right, Manav? Okay, next question. हाँ बिल्कुल. 3 का power 120 हो जाएगा. So 120 again, even if you use 16, you will still be left with 8 का तो फिर से करना ही पड़ेगा मानव. As in, there is no way where you directly get the answer. There is always an intermediate step wherein you will have to see where does the repetition start, or where do you start getting 1 or -1 as the remainder, because that's the clue, right? Manav, if you are taking PNC वाला क्वेश्चन ना, तो उसमें आई थिंक वो डिस्टिंक्ट वो बॉल्स लिखने पड़ेंगे, and I'll have to redo it because I assumed, not assumed, I took the balls as identical because it was given in the question. तो मेरा आंसर आ रहा था 111, I think. I did not add it properly. I was like 72 plus 36 plus 15. ऐसे करके कुछ आ रहा है. चेक करना पड़ेगा एक बार. $111, $113, $103, $105 definitely no. So this is square here. Okay. The ratio between the curved surface area and the total surface area of a right cylinder is 3:4, and the total surface area is 1232 centimeters square. What is the volume of the cylinder? So going by the options, we very much know that pi is not useful here, because in the total surface area also you have pi, and in the volume also you have pi. So it's all about proportion rather than the actual values. Manav, I think the answer is going to be less than 105. एक बार चेक कर लेंगे, ठीक है, पूरा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं कर रहा था. Option A, music core says, anonymous say A, Sejal says A. So if you talk about a right cylinder, the curved surface area तो ठीक है, and total surface area भी है, right? If curved surface area is x, let's say, then can we say total surface area is x plus 2 times base area? बोल सकते हैं ना अपन? As in the gap or the difference between curved surface area and total surface area is actually the circular base on the top and circular base at the bottom. So that's the only difference. ठीक है. So we can use that to solve. So total surface area is given as pi 2 pi r h. Let's take the height of this cylinder to be h, plus 2 pi r square. Let's take this as 4x square. Sorry, 4x square nahi karte hain. Let's take this as x only, so that we don't have to deal with squares. And 2 pi r h is going to be 3x. Total surface area, this is given as 1232. So if we take out सॉल्व करना चाहिए, रेडियस तो चाहिए होगा. $308. We need to find out the value of pi r square h. Two pi r r by h, 28, 36, 14, 28, 28, 14, 28, 49, 14. Smart. So the answer should be in the table of 11, right? 11 के table में होगा. See, Since we have a pi here, so the number is in the table of 11. Since we have a pi here, the number is in the table of 11. So that pi is, if we consider that as 22 upon 7, so that pi as in 11 will cancel out, right? So that you get radius or height and height as integral values most probably. So since we again have a pi here, our answer should be in the table of 11, and the only option that is in the table of 11 is option A. We could have also checked if it was in the table of 7, but unfortunately all the options are in the table of 7. So that didn't really work out. So I had to check it. नहीं तो 7 का टेबल भी चल जाता है ना. ठीक है. Next question. The price of petrol increased by 20% this month and 10% next month. How much percentage should it decrease now to reach the initial price? Okay. Pretty simple, very simple. बहुत ही ज़्यादा simple है. Don't have to even solve anything. Look at the options. ऐसे आंसर आ जाएगा. Nana, Harsh. No Manav. No KP. See, if you increase something by 30%, तो कितने percent से decrease होगा so that it comes back to the original value? So I don't know the answer. Can I say the answer is going to be less than 30% for sure? इतने से minus होना चाहिए. It may be 28%, 27%, 26%, don't know. But the answer will be less than 30% because you are working on a larger base and you want to come back. So the magnitude change is same, but with a larger denominator. So it should be a smaller value. 20% this month and 10% next month, that is successive. So successive क्या होगा? 20 plus 10 plus 20 into 10 by 100. We can actually solve it, but we are pretty much like कि 30 से थोड़ा ज़्यादा है. 31, 32 होगा. If we solve it, it will be exactly 32. Right? So if something increases by 32, can we say it should definitely decrease by less than 32%? If you want to go back to the original price or original value, तो एक ही option है which is less than 32. Charlie. Yeah, hi Vinayak. है ना? यही करना था. Don't have to even take this successive, even though this is successive month on month, right? 20 plus 20 and 10 का successive. Add कर लो ना सीधे 30 कर लो. And we know that without solving that it is more than 30. So had this been 20.08 and 10.93 and इसका successive है, so don't waste your time solving a plus b plus ab by 100 or the multiplying factors. दोनों को simply add करो and say कि ये 31 से तो ज़्यादा है. इतना रखो दिमाग में. Don't solve it. ठीक है? Okay. Next one. The sum of the first 4 terms of a geometric progression is 80 and the sum of the next 4 terms is 6480. Find the sum of n terms of the GP. Again, a very straightforward question. इससे आसान क्वेश्चन फिर नहीं हो सकता. The sum of first 4 terms is given. Sum of n terms is what you need to calculate. Also, the sum of the next 4 is also given. So can we say that instead of n, if we put 4, तो मेरे को 80 आना चाहिए आंसर. So if I put n is equal to 4 in the options, which one is going to give me 80? Obviously there is only one. 81 minus 1, 3 to the power 4 is 81. 81 minus 1 is 80. बस हो गया. Why do you have to check for 6480? How is that going to benefit? Right? Okay, next. All the 5 vowels of the English alphabet are arranged around a circle. What is the probability that A and E are never together? So one question from probability. All the 5 vowels of the English alphabet are arranged around a circle. What is the probability that A and E are never together? At least 2 different ways to solve. One is common sense. Another is properly solving, as in doing the calculation. Finding out all the cases, from those finding out what is the probability that A and E are never together. Wo wala. Pranav, how do we solve which one? So let's say A is here. A kahin bhi hoga. A can sit anywhere, right? Okay. Now, out of the remaining 4 places, in how many places, if you put E, A and E are not together? यही करना है. So A and E are not going to be together if E is here or if E is here. Because if E is in the remaining 2 places, it sits next to A. So A and E will become together. So केवल 2 places है, right? Where you can put E and they're not never together. So 2 by 4. 1 by 2. Or you can go ahead and solve total number of cases. Out of those cases, how many cases satisfy the given condition, right? Good. Yes, it's C. Not A, Abhishek. Okay, time and work. A and B can complete a project in 12 days and 6 days respectively. They started working together. However, B left the project 3 days before completion. Find the number of days required to finish the entire work. That means in the last 3 on the last 3 days, A was working alone, right? Because B had left. So what we have to do is quickly take the total work as the LCM of the durations, right? 12 and 6 ka LCM le lo, 12 units. So let's assume there is a total of 12 units of work. Now, if you talk about efficiency of A, this is going to be 1 unit per day. And if you talk about efficiency of B, it's going to be 2 units per day. So 12 units we need to finish. A and B, they are working for certain number of days. How many days we don't know. And then when B leaves, A was working alone for the next 3 days. So if we solve this, we will get the value of D is equal to 3. That means they together worked for 3 days and then A alone worked for 3 days. So they took a total of 6 days to complete the entire work. Okay? Okay. Okay, coordinate. The points 1, 4 and 5, 8 are two endpoints of the diagonals of a rectangle. If the other diagonal has the equation y is equal to 3x plus c, then c is. Okay, looks like we have done a similar question before. Which was a little lengthier than this, but the process was exactly the same. So if we have a rectangle and whose endpoints of the diagonal, if it is given, so if we join these two vertices of the rectangle, then the midpoint is going to be also the midpoint of the other diagonal. So if this has an equation y is equal to 3x plus c, so this particular, the equation of the other diagonal should also satisfy the midpoint value. Midpoint value kitna hai? 1 plus 5 by 2 and 4 plus 8 by 2, which is nothing but 3, 6. So 3, 6 should satisfy this. As in, if I put 3 instead of x and 6 instead of y, we will get the value of c. So c turns out to be -3. है ना? Chalo. So almost all of you have answered it correctly. Good. TSD. A bird is flying at a speed of 15 km per hour parallel to the ground towards north. TSD nahi lag raha. Suddenly a storm started blowing at a speed of 10 km per hour from the north. How long will the bird take to reach his nest, which is 10 kilometers away? Oh, थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही easy हो गया नहीं? So since the bird is flying at 15 km per hour towards north and the storm is blowing from the north at 10 km per hour, so the effective speed of the bird will be simply 5 km per hour, right? So if the bird is flying at the speed of 5 km per hour and the bird has to travel 10 kilometers, so the time that the bird is going to take is going to be 2 hours, right? 10 by 5. 2 hours is nothing but 120 minutes. कुछ ज़्यादा ही easy question. चलो. How many 5-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 9, 3, 8, 7, 5 exactly once such that they are divisible by 125? We have to form 5-digit numbers and we are given a total of 5 digits and these numbers should be divisible by 125. तो क्या क्या हो सकता है? So for a number to be divisible by 125, I believe you must be aware that it should be, the last 3 digits should be divisible by 125. ये rule होता है for 125. हाँ सुशांत, I have to keep myself, safe. There are so many sessions. So if I fall sick, then it will become difficult for all the sessions to be taken care of. So I'm just a spoke in the wheel. The wheel will run, the wheel will move, but it will shake a bit. So a number is going to be divisible by 125 if the last 3 digits are divisible by 125. So 125 के लिए पहले तो 25 check करना है. For 25, the last 2 digits should be 95, no, 35, 85. The only possibility is 75. What about the hundreds place? Can we have 3? Yes. 375 is in the table of 125. We can't, since it says exactly 1, so we can't take 5 and 7. Can we have an 8? Is 875 divisible by 125? Yes. Right? 750 plus 125 is 875. Can we take 9? 975? No, 975 is not in the table of 125, right? So there are 2 possibilities for this. So what about the remaining digits? Accordingly, we can choose. So can we say there are 2 ways for, 2 of the digits can come here, whichever digit comes here. So the remaining digit, which is 9, and one of the leftover digits, there are again 2 options for the digit at the 1000 place. And at the 10,000 place, we will be left with only 1 possibility. So there are a total of 4 such numbers. Haan Devu. So since they are moving in the opposite direction, so this is like upstream. A boat is trying to move upstream against this stream. So the speed will decrease, right? The bird will have to overcome the speed of the wind. So 10 km per hour, 10 km per hour will cancel out each other. You know? I hope you got this. Okay, next question. नहीं, वो from north था ना? A bird is flying towards north. This is bird. A storm started blowing at a speed from the north. So storm is coming in this direction. So this is like a boat is trying to sail in this direction while the stream is moving towards it. So the boat will feel a lot of push. So in order to overcome that push, boat will, miss out on some of its own speed. Some speed will cancel out. So it will reduce, not add. Okay, this one. Yes, MJ. If the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 235, then the triangle is quick. 235 अगर रेशियो है तो ट्रायंगल कैसा होगा? Very simple question. You don't have to find out what 2 represents, what 3 represents. Straightforward. So can I say out of 2 plus 3 plus 5, out of 10, half is taken by one of the angles at the vertices? Total का आधा एक अकेला ले लिया. So what is the sum of interior angles of a triangle? 180. What is half of that? 90. So can we say 90 will be taken by one of the angles at the vertices? So 90 degree होते के साथ this is going to be a right angle triangle, not acute and obtuse. Right? Chalo. Good, that was easy, right? Okay, looks like allegation or replacement. 400 liters solution of milk and water contains 30% milk. How much pure milk should be added to this solution so that the resultant solution contains 60% milk? A very standard question of base change of percentage. There are many ways to solve this. So since we are adding milk, so let's forget about milk. Let's talk about water. So what is the initial water volume? So can we say that is 70% of 400 liters? And what is the final water volume? Can I say itna hi rahega? See, you have a solution which is made up of milk and water. When you add more milk, you're not disturbing the water content, right? It will remain as such. Percentage will change, but the volume will remain as such. So can I say final water volume is going to be, since 60% is milk, so can we say it's going to be 40% of 400 plus, let's say, V liters? Since they are going to be same, all you have to do is equate. Now, when you are trying to equate, let's understand a faster approach. Since the concentration, they are in the ratio 7:4. So the volume, they need to be in the ratio 4:7. क्यों? क्योंकि multiply हो रहा है ना, तो उल्टा तो होना ही है. 2x is equal to 3y means x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. यही होता है. So volume should be in the relation or in the ratio 4:7, which is 400 and 700. 400 पे 400 तो दिख रहा. How can we make this as 700? By taking volume of, as in V value, as 300 liters. Right? Okay. SICI. Ravina invested rupees A in a bank offering 10% compound interest for 3 years compounded annually. Find the value of A if the interest earned by Ravina is 15,888 after 3 years. So you need to figure out the principal if the interest earned is given to us. And the interest earned is at the rate of 10%. वो भी 3 साल का है. not as easy as it looks. If you ask me that how will I solve this in SNAP exam, or as a matter of fact, some exam which requires, a lot of accuracy and speed. So I will most probably start with the options. Okay. And if I look at the options, can I say the amount should be in the table of principal for sure? So right now the principal is A, right? And the amount is going to be whatever that option is plus the interest that is earned in 3 years. ठीक है. So अगर मुझे को fastest करना है, and if I don't remember the values, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take A as 100 rupees or 1000 because it's about 3 years, right? Point में आने से अच्छा है 1000 ले लो. So in the first year, the interest earned is going to be 10% of 1000, that is going to be 100. In the second year, it's going to be 100 plus 10% of 100. In the third year, it's going to be 100 plus 2 times 10% of 100, and then 10% of 10, that is 1. So the total interest that I am going to earn in 3 years on 1000 rupees is going to be 331. People who have practiced a lot of SICI may know this already. कि 1.1 का cube is 1.331, so that is 0.331 ज़्यादा या 33.1% ज़्यादा, है ना? So if I start with 1000, I will end up at 331. But it is not given as 331, it is given as 15,888. तो कितनी बार जाएं? Can I go 5 times? 5 into 330? Is it going to give me 15,800? No, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be 16,000 plus. So my answer should be less than 5,000, not 5 times 5,000, 50,000. So if I look at the options anyway, सारे के सारे वैसे ही है ना. So the closest that I can get is 48,000. That's the closest that we can have. ठीक है? So 331 into 48 करने का. Common sense. 331 into 48 will end in 8. अगर मैं 48 की जगह if I take 45, do you think it will end in an 8? 5 into 1? बिल्कुल नहीं. What if I take 42? Will it end in an 8? बिल्कुल नहीं. 1 into 2 is 2. If I take 44, will it end in an 8? तो एक ही बचता है ना जी. 48 ही possibility है. So मार्क करो, आगे बढ़ो. But don't use formula. Because if the interest for 3 years is given, you will be dealing with cube, 1.1 ka cube, which is not a difficult one, I agree, but you can save time. Okay. Find the next two terms in this series. So it's a question on sequence in series. So we need to find out the next two terms. So we have 3, 8, 15, 24. Straightforward, right? There is a jump of 5, there is a jump of 7, there is a jump of 9. So this is an increasing odd number jump. So the next jump should be that of 11, the next jump should be that of 13. So 24 plus 11 will give us 35 and 35 plus 13 will give us 48. Way too easy, right? Okay, algebra. If 9x square plus 4y square is equal to 72 and x into y is equal to 6, then find the value of 3x plus 2y. Very, very simple question. जुगाड़ लगाना है बस. You have to think in a way such that the two given things are going to help you find out what they are asking us. And it's a very, very straightforward thing. So people who are watching, people who are answering, please make sure that you like. Press the like button. There's a relation between what is asked and what is given. Straightforward relationship. So we can see that 9x square is 3x ka whole square and 4y square is 2y ka whole square, and that's exactly what we need, but without the powers. 3x plus 2y ही चाहिए अपने को. But if I somehow manage to take the product of 3x and 2y as well and add it by doubling it, this is nothing but 3x plus 2y ka whole square. So this is the first two terms. We know that this is 72. We don't know the individual values of x and y. If you look at the next one, this is 2 into 3 into 2, which is going to be 12 times xy. Now xy is nothing but 6. So we have 72 plus 72, which is going to result in 144. So what kind of number square is 144? Definitely 12. 12 का square 144 होता है. Right? Don't have to search how to get the value of x, how to get the value of y. ये cubic चला जाएगा, so दूर ही रहने का है. Okay, so looks like this is set theory. Garrick, even when I saw it for the first time, I was thinking that, I will put in the value of x and y as 3 and 2, 2 and 3, or, maybe 6 and 1, because those are the easiest value which gives us product of x and y as 6. उसको उधर put करते 9x square plus 4y square and see which one is giving us 72. The moment I get it, I'll put it in the given, the required thing or the asked thing. है ना? Because I did not have an option which says cannot be determined, none of these. So I know if one hits one set of values, I'll just put it and look at the options, whichever makes sense. So I think the value of x is 2 and value of y is 3 will hit. लग तो वही रहा है, because that's 36 plus 36. 2 into 3 is 6, and that is going to be 6 plus 6, 12. Okay, yeah, set theory. 30% of the girls in a class are in sports committee and 60% of the students in the sports committee are girls. If 40% of the students in the class are girls, then find the percentage of students in the sports committee. Straightforward, again, question on set theory. You don't have to use any De Morgan's theorem or anything of that sort. Assume a value, and if you feel like you can draw the Venn diagram, completely your choice. But I don't think it's going to help much. Yes, Jasprit. Because in the first one, x square and y square is going to get rid of negative. You will anyways get 72. And x into y is going to be 6, even at -2 and -3. So 12 भी हो सकता है, -12 भी हो सकता है. Very much possible. So assume a very simple value and then do the calculation so that percentage, they don't bother you. People are getting bravo. 20 as the answer. Okay. So I'll say in a class, let's say there are 100 students. Out of those 100 students, 40% are girls. So we have 40 girls. And then we have obviously 60 non-girls. Let's call them boys. Now it is given that 30% of these girls, that is 12, they are in the sports committee. And it is given that 60% of the students, they are in sports committee. No. It says 60% of the students in the sports committee are girls. Sorry. There is one more phrase after it. So it is given that 60% of the students in the sports committee are girls. So this 12 is nothing but 60% of sports committee strength. है ना? So what should be the strength of sports committee? So कितना times है? 60 से 12 जाना है तो 1/5 जाना है. So 100% will give us 20. So total number of people in the sports committee is going to be 20. It's not total number of people, but total percentage of people. So 20% of the total population, total class strength, they are in the sports committee, right? Chalo. Okay, so I believe we did 20 questions. The permutation and combination वाला question एक बार फिर से देख लेते हैं. So I will change the language so that at least options match. So I'm going to use different here. The word different, DIFF is different. Now these 3 pink colored balls, they are of different sizes. 4 yellow colored balls, they are of different sizes. 1 white, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, single है. 2 black, different sizes. So black तो है ही, white से different, and even the black balls are of different sizes. How do we know that? Because of the word different here. Now, we need to select at least 3 balls of the same color, right? So case 1, okay, so people who have answered it before by adding, so वो add सीधे नहीं कर रहे हैं. I'm going to write down the 3 or the 4 cases. So the case 1 is if there are 3 balls of the same color, right? And the next 2 balls are of the same color, or 3 balls are of the same color and the other 2 balls are of different colors. Third, if we have 4 balls of the same color and the next ball is of different color. I believe these are the only 3 possibilities we have. अब क्या होगा? First वाले में, when we have 3 balls of the same color, those 3 balls can be a pink or a yellow. है ना? Repetition ना हो जाए, so I'll have to be careful. Right. So from those 3 pink, so this is the pink colored balls. I have chosen 3. Now we need 2 more balls. For those 2 more balls, we have 4 yellow, 1 white and 2 black. So those are 7. From those 7 balls, we can select 2. So this is the case when we have pink and then, अच्छा sorry, ये तो इसके लिए true होगा ना. 3C3 into 7C2 will be for the bottom one. Won't it club all of this? Wanted club. Give me a moment. Is the ratio bus to girls is the 2% difference between girls also given to find. Devu उसका तो 3.33 is going to be 10 by 3 and 2.777 is going to be I think 25 by 9. That's what 2.777 is. है ना? ठीक है, तो इन दोनों को ना एक काम करता हूँ, क्लब ही कर लेता हूँ, लंबा चला जाएगा तो मैं तो फिर पिंक वाले केस के लिए I'll write down 3C3. So 3 pink out of the total 3 pink that we have selected, and then we are left with remaining 7. So उस 7 में से कोई भी 2 select कर लो. Now these two both can be yellow, both can be black, one yellow, one black. So that combination is already taken into account, right? The next one is if I take yellow as these 3 colored balls, right? So अगर yellow लेंगे तो yellow तो 4 में से 3 लेने हैं. From these 4. So from these 4 when we select 3, so बाकी जो हमारे पास कितने other colored balls we are left with 6 other colored balls. उन 6 में से we need only 2 balls because out of 5 balls, 3 balls of yellow color are already selected. We need 2 more. So it's going to give us 6C2 as the next one. Okay. Last wala case, the only possibility we can have is yellow because that's the only colored balls that we have, 4 in number. So for this, of course, we will select all the 4 yellow colored balls out of those 4. Then we are left with a total of 6 balls. Out of those 6 balls, we need to select just 1. Right? Chalo. So 3C3 into 7C2. So 3C3 is nothing but 1. And 7C2 is going to be nothing but 21. 4C3 is 4, 6C2 is 15. So 4 into 15 is 60. 4C4 is 1 and 6C1 is 6. Sorry. So we have 21 plus 60 plus 6, which is going to give us 87. So ये question का answer would have been something else. Definitely 87 से कम होता if the balls had been identical, since they are of different colors, different size. So we will have to consider the cases as to when you take one yellow ball, so which yellow ball is that? Okay, it will sir क्योंकि बाकी के लिए condition नहीं, at least 3 club होगा, when will I have to release the answers? 87 ways आ रहे हैं मुझे. हाँ गैरिक, मुझे भी 87 ही आ रहा है. 87 is the answer. Okay, so I believe we did all. Did you guys have? Do you guys have any question from any of the questions that we did today? किसी भी तरह का question from what we did, analysis and everything we have done, right? So you can go ahead and check SNAP analysis by Srinivas, right? So Srinivas sir has taken the analysis. You can check from there. मानव वही दिक्कत है ना, जब मेंशन नहीं था तो सेम होना चाहिए, पर अगर वो सेम हो गया तो आंसर इनमें से कोई नहीं होगा, तो यही प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है, तो that's why in order to make sure that at least one of the options match, I have used the word different over there. So language issue है, language issue मतलब उधर टाइप वर्ड, डिफरेंट वर्ड यूज होना चाहिए था, डिफरेंट साइज्ड, ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए था. ठीक है, so that's all for today. Before you guys leave, make sure that you click on the like button. So anyone who is targeting 2023 program, you can join our comprehensive program. 2023 CAT, sorry, you can join our comprehensive program wherein you will be provided with a tablet. You will be taught by serial 99 percentilers. You will be given more than 75 mocks, including CAT as well as non-CAT exams. You will be given more than 10,000 practice questions, more than 300 engaging videos. You'll be given books to ACE, VRC, QA and DILR. You will be helped with GDPI and VAT preparation. So you will have 12 recorded and 3 live sessions. You'll be given study notes and previous year CAT papers. And last lap to that 2023 is going to start from today. So it's going to happen in Delhi at 7 p.m. 21st December to 1st Jan. So Ranvijay, if I believe you were asking about this, right? That sessions. So for 12 days, we will be doing the revision, just like we are doing revision for all the exams, right? And that All India Open Mock, there are, except for today, there are 2 more days to go. Okay, so everybody please make sure that you definitely write the mock, right? Just like the preparation for CAT, ZAT mocks are also important. It's very important to devise a strategy, you know, how much time you need to spend, what should be your cutoff and all that. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. You can join our Telegram group, which is BYJU'S MBA Doubts. And you can download our app from Google Play. The link is given in the description below. So please make sure that you like. Prakshi, you can search previous year SNAP paper. The thing is 2022, 2021 or 2020 का SNAP paper नहीं मिलेगा. ठीक है, online था ना. So memory based is all you are going to have. Garrick, identical होता तो explicitly mention करते. It's inferred कि different है. नहीं Garrick. When nothing is mentioned and if the things could be identical, they are taken as identical. If they want it to be different, so they will use an adjective. They will explicitly mention that. जैसे वो वाला याद है, how many numbers are going to be in the table of 125 or divisible by 125? They have explicitly mentioned each one should be used exactly once. Because if they don't say that, we can repeat. We could have taken 575, even though it's not in the table of 125, पर हम ले सकते थे, है ना? वो सारी चीजें. ठीक है, चलो, thank you everyone. Take care, bye bye. See you soon.